Hey there, welcome to Northern Soul. Today we're going to be discussing how to tape your neck for just in case you like kinked it or something like that. So those of you that have woken up with a neck that's a bit stiff, or you felt like a pain in your spine, like in your cervical spine, this is for you. So technically called facet nerve root irritation. So to know if you have this, what you can do, the special testing for this is actually pushing, so you actually rotate your head. You'll do both ways, so rotate your head to the side and then tilt back and then push straight down. And then you'll see one side, if there's an increase in pain into the neck area, then you know it's that. Then you try the other way, rotate, back, push straight down. So if you end up with a pain increase in that spine of yours in the neck, then you know you're crushing a nerve root. Okay, so it's just irritated, it's rubbing, and then because it actually goes into the muscle, it irritates the muscle, which then turns it on to protect the neck, right? So, or the spine itself, the cervical spine. So it's like a protection mechanism, but rather annoying because then you can't turn your head. You know, those of you that try and drive your car, whatever, check your blind spot and that. It's not happening that day. Usually it takes a couple days to get rid of. Rest and just careful you don't rotate, and going back of course is the worst. Most challenging for the cervical spine. So you want to avoid those movements and just go in a pain-free range until this resolves. But with this taping, you'll notice that it only takes about a day or two to recover from it. So you can sleep with it the whole bit. Those of you that are new to taping, I'm just going to get my tools. Those of you that are new to taping, we do have a 101 and stuff videos on my channel, the Northern Soul YouTube channel. Go there, check it out, don't be lazy. I've got tons of stuff if you're new to it. Check it out, check out all the other videos too. And we'll get started. So I'm just going to get some tape. It's going to be a pretty short taping because you're only doing cervical spine. So you're going to do from the hairline and then down to, you'll have a bump here. So there's a larger bump, that's that C7, okay? You're going to go tape to just past that. So that's, you only need like a couple inches. I'm going to do here. So you only need typically one tape. You might do two if you notice one side's worse, or if you have both sides are kinked, you're going to add maybe an additional tape or two depending. Okay. So if it's just localized right on the spine, you'll do one tape. So let's say it doesn't have to be an exact science, and of course it helps if you actually have sharp scissors that are not full of gunky stuff. Okay, so this is this tape's a bit wonky, but that's about the length of it. So, and once again, just guessing. So I'm going to round off the ends like this. You want to round off the ends. This is going to be more important, as typically square edges catch on things, whether it's clothing or other things, and then it just doesn't. It starts peeling off. But once it starts peeling off, that's it. It's a one and done. So it looks like this, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to break the backing just on one side, so you still have a bit of an inch there or so. I'm going to bend that, and then I'm going to fold it so you have something to grab onto at the top. So this part's going to be at the top of the hairline, and then I'm just going to push against the back to pop this out and roll it just a bit forward, kink it again. So that'll be the bottom part, and that's what I'm going to grab onto to peel as I feed it and then press it from the back. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that exactly. So you're not going to be able to, you're going to do this yourself, and you're not going to be able to see exactly where you are, but you're going to be feeling for the spine. You're going to put it directly over the spine, and it's large enough. I mean, that's 2 inches, 5 centimeters wide. It's, as long as you're on there at all, it'll work. You don't have to be perfect, so it's really important to understand that. Okay, so here I'm going to do it right now from the top. Remember, there's not going to be any stretch. What I'm going to do for stretching is I'm going to actually chin to chest like that, okay, and then I'm going to apply it, and that'll be the stretch because I'm providing the stretch. If you find that too painful, which you shouldn't, but if you do, then you're going to apply maybe 20% stretch on there, okay, to compensate for that. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to find the top, the hairline, and the spine, and then I'm going to put that right on exactly. Now I might go a little bit into the hairline because whatever, it's a little bit of a trial thing, and they might be a bit crooked or whatever. It's fine. So I'm just going to follow it down and feel my way down to the spine, the spinal guide. And that's it. So you just rub it a little bit to make sure it adheres. It's not exactly, it's a little bit to the right. There's my spine there. So it's a little bit to the right and it starts going to the left because that's how I did it, but it'll work. Also, if you have one side that's kinked more than the other, so you'll have a muscle side that's like, oh man, it's a really tight muscle there, grab one more strip of about the same length. So that was a bit long for me because I had to go under the shirt. A lot easier if you're not wearing a shirt. For those of you in California or whatever that don't wear shirts anyway, then this will be a lot easier for you. So I'm just going to make another strip here. So optional is, say you have one side that's worse. So let's say my right side's worse. So I'm going to do another one on that side. So I'm going to overlap it by half. So same procedure. And then I'm going to put half on the tape that's there already and then half off. Okay, it doesn't goof that bottom part, so I'm just going to pull it off a little bit. Here we go. Now you might screw up a little bit, that's okay. Just redo it. I'd probably just rip that one off and redo it. But those are a bit long for me. Probably could have been like maybe 3-4 inches or something, would have been better, but yeah, so that's that right side, you can see it right there. And as you can see, as we did chin to chest when we applied it, as I go back to normal range, it'll start binding up a little bit, and that's lifting that fascia in the skin to provide that relief, right? So that's how that works. All right. So hopefully you found that helpful. Check out the other videos on the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.